Welcome everyone, join us today as we take an in-depth look at the life of the legendary singer-songwriter Gene Pitney, whose powerful voice and timeless hits made him a defining figure in the world of pop music. So let's dive in. Gene Francis Allen Pitney, born February 17, 1940 in Hartford, Connecticut, in the United States of America. He was zodiac sign Aquarius. Gene was the third of 5 children, born to Anna and Harold, a lathe operator. He was raised in the small New England village of Rockville, Connecticut, nestled in a valley east of Hartford. He attended Rockville High School, where he formed his first amateur band, Gene and the Genials. Gene started writing songs in his mid-teens, and in 1959, he recorded his first single, Classical Rock and Roll, as part of the duo Jamie and Jane. The following year, while studying electronic engineering at the University of Connecticut, he released his first solo track, Cradle of My Arms, under the name Billy Bryan. His first release under his own name came in 1960 with the single, I'll Find You, on the Festival label. Though Gene's early releases went unnoticed, he quickly established himself as a prolific songwriter. Musicor, a new company owned by Aaron Schroeder, recognized his potential and began preparing him for a successful career as a songwriter and soon afterwards as a performing artist. In late 1960, Gene entered a small 4-track studio in Manhattan and paid $30 to record a demo of his song, I Wanna Love My Life Away. He performed all 7 vocal parts, played piano, guitar, and drums, and used his electronics expertise to maximize the studio's limited capabilities. The result was a dynamic production that showcased his distinctive tenor. I Wanna Love My Life Away became Musicor Records' first top 40 hit and reached number 26 in the UK. Later in 1961, Gene scored his first top 20 hit with Town Without Pity, the title track for the film of the same name. Written by Dimitri Tiomkin and Ned Washington, the song won a Golden Globe and was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Song, though it lost to Moon River. Gene would later perform the song at the Oscars on April 9, 1962. He is also known for the Burt Bacharach Hal David song, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, which peaked at number 4 in 1962, though it wasn't used in the John Wayne film due to a publishing dispute. Alongside his own hits, Gene wrote songs for other artists, including Today's Teardrops, for Roy Orbison, Rubberball, for Bobby V, Hello Mary Lou, for Ricky Nelson, and He's a Rebel, for the Crystals. In a rare occurrence, He's a Rebel prevented Gene's own single, Only Love Can Break a Heart, from reaching number 1 in November 1962. He followed up with Half Heaven, Half Heartache, which hit number 12 on the Billboard chart. Gene's chart success earned him the nickname, the Rockville Rocket, a moniker that stuck after being coined by an unknown radio DJ. Gene solidified his popularity in the UK with the success of 24 Hours from Tulsa, a song written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. The track became a major hit, reaching number 5 in early 1964. It was Gene's third single to chart in the UK, but the first to crack the top 20. The song also found success in the US, climbing to number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100. Gene was present alongside Phil Spector during some of the Rolling Stones' early recording sessions in London for their debut album, featuring 12 tracks on the United Artists label. Gene had become friends with the band while touring in England a year earlier, so he joined them in the studio, playing piano on tracks like Little by Little and Not Fade Away. The Stones admired Gene, and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards even wrote a song for him, That Girl Belongs to Yesterday. Released as a single, it became the first Jagger-Richards composition to chart in the US and hit the top 10 in the UK, peaking at number 7 in March 1964. Gene bounced back with a series of mid-1960s hits after the low-charting single, Yesterday's Hero. These included It Hurts to Be in Love and I'm Gonna Be Strong, which reached number 7 and number 9 in the US, respectively, and Nobody Needs Your Love in 1966, peaking at number 2 in the UK. It Hurts to Be in Love was originally recorded by Neil Sedaka, but RCA refused to release it due to contract issues. The song's writers, Howard Greenfield and Helen Miller, offered it to Gene, who replaced Sedaka's vocals, though Sedaka's backing harmonies remained. Gene recorded 2 successful albums with country singer George Jones, and the duo was voted the most promising country and western act of the year. In 1966, Pitney competed in Italy's prestigious San Remo Music Festival, performing Nessuno mi può giudicare in Italian with Caterina Caselli. The song finished as the runner-up among 14 finalists, with a live audience at the San Remo Casino and 250 million viewers watching worldwide. This exposure made Gene even more popular, especially in Italy. Gene had many showbiz friends, including Texas-born singer P.J. Proby, who also competed in the festival alongside Italian opera singer Giuseppe Di Stefano, though they didn't reach the finals. Caterina Caselli's version of their song hit #1 on Italy's charts, while Gene's Italian rendition peaked at #8. Next, Gene entered the Italian Song Festival for the second time in 1967, performing La Rivoluzione, translated, The Revolution, alongside his new partner, Gianni Pettinati. This time, they finished 13th in the competition. Despite not winning, Gene's powerful vibrato voice further cemented his popularity in Italy, even leading to offers for his own TV show in Rome. While in San Remo, Gene, 26, married his longtime sweetheart, Lynn Gayton, 25. After their wedding, the couple split their time between homes in Rockville, Connecticut, New York, and Miami, Florida. They would later go on to have 3 sons, Todd, Chris, and David. Gene achieved his last US Top 40 hit in 1968 with She's a Heartbreaker, which peaked at #16. Despite the reduced support from American radio, he continued his success in Britain and Europe well into the early 1970s, regularly charting in the UK until 1974. Starting in 1970, Gene reduced his touring schedule from 11 months to 6 to spend more time with his family. Maurice Merry, a UK pianist, became his musical director during this time. In Australia, after a quiet period, Gene bounced back with hits like Blue Angel, reaching #2, and Trans-Canada Highway, reaching #14 in 1974. He continued to chart in Australia until 1976, with songs like Down This Road and Days of Summer, both collaborations with distant relative Edward Pitney. Gene's final UK hit came in 1989, ending a 15-year hiatus, when he teamed up with Soft Cell's Mark Armand for a duet of Something's Gotten Hold of My Heart, originally a UK #5 hit for Gene in 1967. This collaboration marked his first UK #1, topping the charts for 4 weeks and achieving similar success in Germany, Finland, Switzerland, and Ireland. The duo also performed on The Terry Wogan Show in Britain. In 2000, Gene provided harmony vocals for Jane Oliver's rendition of his 1962 hit, Half Heaven, Half Heartache, featured on her comeback album, Love Decides. On March 18, 2002, Gene was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by singer Darlene Love. Tragically, on April 5, 2006, Gene was discovered deceased in his hotel room by his manager after a concert in Cardiff, Wales, part of his spring UK tour. An autopsy revealed that he died from a heart attack due to severely blocked coronary arteries. His last performance at Cardiff St David's Hall concluded with a standing ovation, where he closed with Town Without Pity. He was buried at Summers Center Cemetery in Summers, Connecticut. And there you have it. Though his life ended too soon, Gene Pitney's music continues to inspire and captivate listeners around the world. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more stories about iconic musicians and their legacies. Take care and bye for now.